All right, here we go with another trip to the Mailbin. Let's take a quick look at the bin. There she is. Shooting for like a half-hour video. Nice full Mailbin batch. So let's get to it. Start off with something slab. Nice. Let me get into this thing. I think this is an Albies. I think. Yeah, it's an Albies Gold Refractor. It's a neat little card. It's in this one touch. The price on this was about $85. So. Neat card. It's out of 50. This set is pretty notorious for surface scratching. The quality control was pretty shabby with tops during this year. Nonetheless, a fantastic card. It looks like it's centered pretty well, so we'll take a look at that off the camera and go from there with that Albies. Here's one that looks like it was cut into. Some of these were cut into for feedback purposes. Try to get the feedback left. So this is the Jeter Star Rookie or Top Prospect from 99. Fantastic card, as most people know. The thing with this card is it's very condition sensitive. So if you are trying to get this one slabbed, don't hold your breath because it's very tough to get anything higher than like an 8.5. I think when you're getting a 9 on this, you're doing really well. And this is a beautiful copy. I took a look at it and tried to assess it. It looks close to a 10 to me. Awesome card for $20 for sure. The raw value of those, that Jeter, is probably $3 to $6. That's probably a pretty accurate price on that one if you just want one for your binder or your collection. And then here's some lots. So these were shipped poorly. Normally I like to see like a top loader on the bottom and then cardboard around and then some taping, but it's okay. I mean, not everybody's obsessed with PSA slabbing, etc. So it's interesting how the coloring is a little darker on this left one, just because, you know, they printed so many copies and the ink runs high and low. So here's a bunch of chipper scores. These were probably about 75 cents a piece. So I will look for slab cans in that stack. And then the same with these ones. These all went for great prices. This is classic Best 91. Not the coolest design in my opinion. Kind of ugly with this left border, but that's to each their own, right? So a bunch of classic Best chippers. Those are just timeless cards, and those were probably around 75 cents a piece too. And then we got to get some Pudge in. So Pudge, Bowman, and these are probably ding the hell, but this Bowman 91's pretty iconic. It kind of reminds me of the Piazza 92 because he's got his catcher's mitt up and he's just kind of in his stance. And then here's a 91 Top Straight, and not a huge fan of that card. It's just kind of weird. It's like they took the picture, he wasn't expecting it. This is a neat one, though. A little action shot from Donruss, the Rookies. I think that was a box set. So tons of those, like 30 of those. And I got these for like, I'd say 50 cents a rookie, something like that. So to most people, they're junk. To me, they're treasures. So we'll put those through the eye test and see what we come up with those. Let's put this cardboard on the ground. I'm going to collect all the cardboard for shipping. Got a bunch of auctions ending in the next 10 days. A bunch of free shipping auctions that I started tonight. Here's a Hank. So this is 67. Got to get the year right or I'll get scolded on the channel, right? 67 Tops. Hank Aaron. I don't see a note like what he had it listed at as in terms of condition. But I'm guessing it's like VGX to EX. So a beautiful Hank. It is off center pretty bad. You see how thin that edge is. So I probably won't send it in. This probably will just go to the collection or my binder, which is kind of at a stalemate right now. I just haven't felt like doing the vintage binder because I've been buying the cards raw and trying to slab them. But that's the way I roll in the hobby. I'm always like doing different things to keep it fresh. So Fleer Glossy Bonds. This was like $20. I thought it was a great buy. I didn't have it. I've never been a huge fan of the Tiffany or the Glossy, and it's just because they look so much like the base version. But I know a lot of people are huge fans of it, and it's cool, but it's just not like something that I go out of my way to spend a bunch of money on, and that's just me. So, but the people that do collect that, it's cool, you know. This one's kind of jammed in there pretty good. I think it's on the tape. Okay, I think this is a Chris Bryant card. Yeah. So this was just sitting in an auction, and it was sitting kind of right at, like, the starting price was like $45. And the last one went for about 40, and I just said, oh, what the hell, let's just pick this one up. So it's 2015 Topps Pro Debut. It's a gold. I thought it was a neat card to 50. I like it. Here's a plain white. And honestly, out of all the times I get these in the mail, I can only remember a couple times where the card's been creased. Because, I mean, if you protect it somewhat, I mean, these aren't even as sturdy as just a standard top loader like that. It would just take a lot to bend it. So here's a Devers 83 insert. It was like $1 shipped. You know, that's a perfect card to buy or sell and use a plain white, in my opinion. Some bills. Okay, we got something slabbed. This is a PSA 6. Oh, this is a badass card. This is for the Maze registry. And I don't remember the price on this, guys. I think it was pretty expensive. I think it could have been like $275. But it'll have to pass put it through my PSA 9 eye test to decide if I want to put it in the registry or if I want to get a different copy. Because we're always looking at the cards. And, you know, you're always looking at the grade, but first look at the card and compare it to what grade is on the slab and see if it fits your opinion. So I'll have to take a look at this off camera. It looks pretty nice. You know, it is off center a little bit, but that's allowed in PSA 9s. A little fatter on the right side. So pretty iconic Maze. The last Mailbin I filmed had some pretty cool, I can't remember what they were. Were they Maze cards? I can't remember. There was one that was an 8.5. Drawing a blank on those. They're either Hanks or Mazes. Okay, I'll think of it. Here's the mandatory. So these are always like 25 to 40, I'd say, shipped. If you're looking for one of these, it might be his coolest rookie. I mean, it's not his coolest rookie card, but it's in the top 5 to 10 for sure. It's got a lot of cards that I like. So pro debut or debut. I'm in baseball mode here. Yeah, they were Maze cards from the last video. I'm still thinking about it. Here's another one, exact same card. What are the odds of that? So another one of these. I think I'm cornering the market on these. I honestly think I have like 40 or 50. So I got about 10% of them, which is kind of psychotic. So there's another Vic debut. And here's one. So he shipped this as a package. See the 350? That's like the standard postage, which is getting ridiculous to ship in anything. But he shipped it in the plain white, so I don't know. I feel like he got ripped off on that deal. Somebody can give me some knowledge on this, but I think if it's a little bit thicker, like here, let's talk about this. So if you're going to mail a card and you want to use a plain white, like if you just have one top loader like this thick and put it in, it should be fine with a stamp. I've done it, you know, many times. But I think like if you have a thicker top loader, let's say like a 130 point or 180 point, and you put it in, I think you can either use 2 stamps or buy a 21-cent stamp and use a stamp and a 21, so 71 cents, and write or stamp non-machinable on the back, and I think it should process fine. But that's something that I have tested out, and it's worked this week. So if anybody knows the rules for that, I'm having a lot of fun shipping the plain whites out. And then here, this guy shipped a package for $1.21. So the postage rates are all over the place. You can kind of pick what rate you want. The post office is so busy. I don't think they have time to ship the item back. You know, I mean, every once in a while you'll get a return to sender postage needed, but not too often. So here's a Delgado. This was like $3.50 shipped. So that's it's off-centered, fatter on the right, but it's another badass card from 92 Bowman. Love Carlos Delgado cards, and that one was just really cheap. So we'll try to go through this whole bin because I want to get caught up on my mail and get everything processed in and add stuff to my PSA order that I'm working on. I did ship off a 15 card order yesterday, and that one was my voucher order. So when I signed up for the Platinum membership, you get 15 free submissions. So here's an Alvin Kamara. It's about $25, and it's just the score base auto. Just a neat little card. Okay, so here's a top straighted Piazza. I don't know if I have this one in my Piazza registry, but I just thought it would be a nice one to add. So the top straighted, just a slick action shot of Piazza, second year, PSA 10, with the clean white Tops 93 design. Always a fan of that. This isn't mine. I'll throw that over there. Okay, so some Bonds cards. This set's really tough, guys, if you ever try to slab. They're like taped together, so I'm not going to scroll through. I think there's like 8 or 10 of these. So the 86 Topps traded Barry Bonds rookie. Just a lot. Always into the lots. So there's those. We'll put those into the junk wax stack. Okay, so this was about $5 to $6 shipped. If you're looking for one of these, it's the Jeter base Topps rookie, not the Topps gold. The Topps gold I think goes for like 15 to 20 at least. So it definitely holds a premium. This is a badass Jeter for sure. Looks like a lot. Oh, that's not mine. Okay. Throw that to the side. Here's another package. This one shipped for $1. So you gotta pick your spots, I guess. Here's a Fournette. So Prism Fournette. The price was $1.99. That's a great price. I mean, I think so. That's a slab can for sure. This is a cool one. And this shipped as a package. Look at this. It's just funny. And this is the Pinnacle. So black borders, black corners. You're going to be hard pressed to find one of these in excellent shape when you buy it raw. But this one looks pretty good. It looks like, I don't know, an 8.85 or something. I've definitely seen worse copies of this card for sure. That 93 Pinnacle lends to some tough cards. I still want to break a 93 Pinnacle. Is that Series 2? Yeah. Jeter's in Series 2, I believe. Okay, so this kid had a nice, promising rookie season. We'll see what happens in the sophomore year. But it's in this weird sack. Try to get it out of there. So we got a couple dummy cards, and then Deshaun Watson. So Prism 17. This is like the base version, the non-numbered, but it's got the refractor tint going on. Pretty sweet. That was about $95, so that's expensive. Here's a Parcel Select Ground card. Sloppy shipper. But at least they're in top loaders. They're just thrown into the package. I was talking about this, I think, in the last bin. I thought I mentioned it at some point, that I bought this cool lot of Tony Gwynn rookies. And I thought I got these for great prices. $3 to $4 a card. I think that's good for the Topps Gwynn. Just because he had him like poorly listed. He took a bad picture, and there was kind of, you couldn't really see the cards, and it happens sometimes. It's just bad listing. So a bunch of these Tony Gwynns. I don't know. Maybe there's a 10 in here. I mean, probably not, but there could be a 9. I don't know. If not, they're just badass, iconic cards. So I believe there's 15 right there. Let's trash Reader's Digest. I don't know why that's in here. Here's a cool one. Topps Update. Nolan Arenado. The price on these, you're looking at about $6 to $9 if you're looking at this to pick this one up. So a nice little Topps Update 2013 Arenado. And this is shipped as just a plain white, 50 cents. That's cool. Tony Gwynn Donruss. I believe this was about 3 to 350 for this Gwynn Donruss. So I'm always in Tony Gwynn mood, and we got the little Rudolph the green-nosed hitter. That was lame. But there's a little green dot there if you look at it closely. All right, let's throw that. This one's been cut into. So here's the PSA 10 Delgado. Let's compare the center. We had that PSA 9 earlier. It's still a little, I think it's a little off-centered still. It's fatter on that side, so I don't know. This is an old slab, so it's probably been slabbed at least 10 years on that Delgado. And that was like $7 shipped. I'm not kidding. It's a great deal. Okay, we got this Bowman Sean Alexander certified autograph issue. Love these classic autos from the late 90s or the early 2000s of tailbacks, because I'm still a fan of tailbacks. Put that package aside. Okay, sweet. A few cards here. So we got a K-line. The 57 Topps K-line in an 8. That's sick. That's a pretty... I think K-line's rookie's 54. Could be wrong on that, but... so this is an 8, off-centered, but this is badass 57 Topps. So there's a K-line to add to the K-line PC, which is pretty weak. And we got some Pete Rose raw cards here. So this one looks like... But it's 71 Topps, so to be expected. The rounding of the borders, etc. Off-centered badly. I think it was like $3 to $5 shipped. So this is just kind of not a slab card. And then we got this one. So this is my favorite Pete Rose card of all time. It's got the cup on there. And this one's pushed in. You'd be lucky to get 3 on this. But I'll still probably send it in a bulk. So the 64 Topps Pete. And then we got this badass Maze. Got to get these off and put the perfect fits on them. They look so much better. 70 Topps Maze in an 8. So I've been picking up some Maze cards recently and stocking up the Maze registry. I should do a Maze showcase here soon. So there's an 8 in the 70 Topps. That one's like dead centered. That's beautiful. Love it. Okay. It's weird because I love the old baseball cards, but I don't get into the old football cards. I don't know why. Something about the baseball cards, it's just awesome. Here's a couple Lindor. So we got the Topps update 2015. We got the base version and the rookie debut, which is kind of not as valuable, but they're still both cool. So a couple low end Lindors. And then here's some more vintage stuff. So let's take a look at these. So we'll take a look at what the seller had them listed as, and then we'll kind of actually take a look at the cards. So this was EX Mint. So he's thinking it's like a 6. Looks pretty good. Top to bottom centering's pretty rough. It's got soft corners, but I could see it getting a 5 or so. And then EX Mint. Oh, he had that last one at EX Plus. So I think he did a good job with these. Of course, you got to take a closer look at them than that. So the 59, the 61 Topps, and then the 60. So here's the 60 EX Mint condition. And always check your backs to see if they're miscut or not, because if you do send them in, you'll get crushed by PSA if they're miscut. So definitely cards that are going to go in the next one. Eventually I'll have an order come back with a bunch of vintage baseball cards. That'll be a lot of fun. But don't expect high grades on those. It'll be slim pickings. We'll still do our best. So here's some Lindors. I believe, 5 or 6 of these. The 2011 Bowman Drafts. This is a sick card. And I picked these up all day for like $1 to $2. So if you need a Francisco Lindor rookie, you don't want to spend a lot, just buy that one. All right, camera shut off there. This card came, it was pushed out of the case when I opened it, kind of coming out, stuck to the tape. So always remember to pinch your top loaders when you are doing this. So the star rookie LeBron James, we'll kind of know soon where he's going to go in 2018, 2019. So there's the star rookie from 2003, 2004 upper deck. Okay, let's see what's in this one. This is an interesting one. Okay. I think he threw in these ones, which is pretty cool. So I don't remember buying these. Maybe they were in the lot, but these cheaters like Ted Williams collection. I'm not really a fan of them, but I will run them in penny auctions. And then we got these score selects, which I am a fan of. So interesting way to ship. Not the worst way, I don't think. So 9 of these, and then I think 9 of the other ones. So some Jeters to add in, and some cardboard to save for shipping. We're getting a little congested with trash over here. Let's do this box. Oh, it's a Vic. This was like $6, so mint 9 of the Pros and Prospects 2001 with the game jersey from college in it. Out of 1,000 on that one. I'll throw this over the edge and save it. Oh, I missed. Got about 10 left. So this one should be right at a half hour. A nice full Mailbin. Here's a badass chipper. Thanks, Nolan. He signed it too. Cool. Maybe I'll throw that in the YouTube PC. 91 Bowman chipper in a PSA 10. Around $45 on this one. I think that's a pretty steady market on it. I think it used to be a little closer to like 70, but I mean, I think this card fluctuates too. It's kind of like the Griffey upper deck. That card goes up and down. The 89 upper deck. Kamara, this was like $1. So score Kamara, base rookie. Sprinkling in some Kamaras in this one. There's the mandatory. What's the price? I can't see it. $3 or something. No, this was 99 cents plus shipping, so probably around $3.50. LT Topps 2001. Here's a badass one. So the price on this one, I'm sure Rick Hoops will find this one for about $100, but the market price I saw was $330 on this one. It's a PSA 7, and it's a little off-centered. Totally expected out of a card like this. Let's take a closer look at it. So this is the one where he looks left-handed. I think they just messed up the image. I don't know how. It's kind of like the Juan Gonzalez 1990 Donruss, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So there's a 7 of the 57 Topps Aaron. That's my highest grade I have of this one. So this will go into the Aaron registry, and I'll just go on to the next year. Still looking to get a 54 Aaron rookie. PSA 3.5 would be nice. Looks like another lot, guys. Just gotta get them out of here. Let's cut right here. Alright, we're in. Okay, so these were all throwing cards. This is the card I bought. It was about $23 shipped. It's a Correa Bowman Gold paper. from 2015 Bowman. Some neat little cards here this Springer. I might put some of these in penny auctions too. Josh Naylor is a pretty decent prospect. Verdugo prospect card, and then some Correa. So cool stuff. And then Topps News. That's neat. A lot of throw-ins on that one. Always appreciate that. Here's a Peyton Manning Bowman 98. Always liked this card. It's neat. So Bowman Peyton Manning. Looks pretty crisp to me. Those bottom edges, I don't see too much white. This was cheap. This was like $5 shipped. So Kamara certified mirror blue with a decent patch, 2 colors, to 50. So certified will be coming out here soon, about 3 weeks. Here's another one of these Jeters, about 20 to 25 shipped. If you do look to grab one of these, sometimes 4 Sharp Corners has them priced pretty well. So if you are looking to get one. PSA 9. This is in the new Lighthouse holder, so pretty slick card right there. There's a cool Albies. 2015 Albies. Let's get the tape off his face. And the odds are this is like scratched all over the surface. This is what happens when you buy raw cards like this. They've been picked over, but every once in a while you find a gem. So the Albies Chrome, this is the base version. These are about 100 to 120 right now. They spiked up to close to 200, but they've come back a little bit as he cooled off, but he's heating back up now. Here's a Kobe. I just bought this for PC. I'm not a huge Kobe fan, but this card's pretty iconic. So the 96 Topps base rookie and a PSA 10. I got it for a decent price, like 40, 45 bucks. So a neat little Kobe. So a little bit of basketball is in. It's a plain white. Charles Woodson, Upper Deck, star rookie. So it's like $2 or $3. You can't beat that. Future Hall of Famer right there. So I'm seeing football slowly make its way back into the bins here. I don't know why I bought this, honestly. I just thought these postcards are kind of cool, even though they have the blanked out helmet. It was like 75 cents, I think. So, Bonds, 92 Collector's issue card. Oh, well. At least I'll get feedback from it, right? And this is it. The old grand finale is Deshaun Watson, Donruss Optic, 2017. So that's it, guys. This was about $3 to $3.50, probably $3.50. So that's it. The bin's empty. We just went nuts on that. There's the stacks of cards in the empty bin. So I'll get this one uploaded. You guys let me know what you think of the video later. Bye.